Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I'm gonna be walking you through my daily and nighttime, my daytime and nighttime skincare routine. I'm gonna show you how I prep for makeup like this and how I take something like this off, and show my current favorite products. I filmed something like this last year as well, so I will link that down below and in the little card as well, so that you can see how it changed. A lot of these products I still really like, but I'm just trying different things right now. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. Drop a like down below. I would definitely appreciate if you could like this video. Let me know down below what products are you using for your skincare routine, or if there's something that you would like to recommend to me. But now let's just jump right into it. And I would also really appreciate if you could subscribe to my channel. It really helps out a lot. And now let's just jump right into it. So let me walk you through my daytime routine first. Okay, so in the morning I actually keep my skincare routine very simple. I just wash my face with a lukewarm water. I just kind of like splash it and then dry it with a towel. Not like fully dry, but just like pat it so that I'm not dripping with water. And actually I'm currently in my room because it would be kind of hard to film this in the bathroom, like there's not a good light there. I currently have I had a breakout there, so now it's just like red. I had these pimple patches. These are from CosRX, so I took one out because it was kind of falling off in the morning, so I took it out. And then I have obviously a lot of scars here because I don't know, like my skin just doesn't want to heal lately. But I always use toner, so I have this Beauty of Joseon ginseng essence water that I'm almost out of, but it's wonderful. It's a little bit like thicker water, and it actually is very moisturizing. So I just apply that all over the face, and I have my hair obviously out of the face because I just can't do my skincare with my hair flying around. Like it is a pet peeve. I can't bear it, and every single excess I just rub on my hands because they're kind of dry. It's been raining outside for the past like 4 or 5 days, so you know my skin gets drier since I have to wear like sweater and stuff. Then to kind of fight the discoloration, I don't really do a lot in the morning, but I'm obviously trying to like heal the scars. I currently have this La Roche-Posay Effaclar Duo Plus M triple correction, like this thing. Hopefully you can read it. And yeah, it's supposed to be like a repair cream for your acne scars or any like discoloration, from what I remember. And it's very soft. It soaks into the skin really nicely. It's not thick or oily, so that's amazing for me because I have combination skin, in case I haven't mentioned that in the intro. And obviously it's acne prone. I don't get like the worst acne, but I still get some acne, and it's getting really annoying because like I'm not 25 and I still have so much hormonal acne. It was better when I was using like contraception, like when I was on the pill, but it had other side effects. So I'm not on it anymore, and obviously my skin doesn't enjoy that. Then I'm gonna use the Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors and beta-glucan. This like light. It's like a moisturizer, but it's a gel form. I love gel moisturizers, especially in the summer for the day. If I want something like moisturizing, I don't use this every single day, but lately my skin has been kind of dry. So yeah, I need this, and I have to screw the lid off because I'm running out of it. I think this is my last couple of days with it, but I just kind of use it all over the face. It's so calming, and like especially the fact that it's always cold, because obviously it's in my bathroom, so, and it's always like the coldest room. So yeah, it's just so nice, especially like in the morning when you're all puffy and just kind of, you know, you're trying to wake up. And then obviously we're gonna put on sunscreen, but I'm gonna let this dry a little bit. All of these formulas are really like fast absorbing, so it doesn't take me too long. And I love that because if I want to immediately go outside like shopping or, you know, getting groceries or whatever I need to do outside, or if I want to go into the garden and do something there, I like that I can immediately just put on sunscreen and go. I'm gonna mention what I used previous night because I'm gonna film the nightly portion of this later on, so you're not gonna see these two products. But yesterday I actually used a self tanner because, as I said, it's been raining for a long time and my skin is very pale right now. Because also I haven't been outside that much. I didn't want it to be wet and cold and catch something. So, you know, I was a little bit careful with that. But I used my Garnier Natural Bronzer Self Tanning Face Drops. I do really enjoy these because you mix that with with a moisturizer of any sort, and you can kind of level up the intensity. I think it says you can mix 4 to 12 drops. I usually do like 6 or 7 because I feel like more is a little bit too much, especially if I go from this. I don't want to completely change race in a span of a night. I just want to like not really change color, but just like give me like a little bit more of like a warmer flush. So yeah, for me it's usually like 6 drops. I should use it up or declutter it at the end of the year because I've had it last year as well, I think, or I bought it at the end of last year, but you're supposed to use it for 6 months. So, and I haven't used it a lot. Like there's only like this much use, even though I've actually used it multiple times. And since I'm breaking out now, and also I feel like sometimes this is a little bit drying, not that I'm like fully dry afterwards, but I'm not as oily and moisturized when I use this compared to like my normal base, if that makes sense. So I actually use this Dr. Jart Cicapair Intensive Soothing Repair Cream. This one, and this one I use when I break out to like it's like a barrier restoring cream, and also it's soothing, and obviously like it battles the redness in the skin. So I feel this really helps, but I don't use it every single night because it's a little bit thicker. It's not like oily or anything, but for me, I would have to do my skincare quite early on, and sometimes lately I've been so, I don't know, I need to rest a bit, and so I wasn't really productive, and I would only like edit, and I would like film my videos in the morning or before lunch, and then I would edit and post them in the late afternoon, like evening. I would start usually at like 6, eat dinner while editing, and then sometimes I get to posting at like 9 and sometimes at like 11 because sometimes it takes forever to export all the files because lately my computer has been like acting up. So I would have to use this like at like 6 in the evening, and I usually take my makeup off while the videos are exporting once I like finish editing them, which is usually around like 9 to 10, and then I want to go to sleep obviously. So this one for me, I would have to use it like maybe hour and a half before I want to go to sleep. But it is a really nice moisturizer to like keep the redness away from my face. And I'm gonna show you what I'm normally using at night once we get to the night portion of this. But one thing that I sometimes use, again, that depends, if I have a pimple that hasn't broken in yet and I want to like treat it beforehand, obviously I'm like using this to calm out the redness and heal the scars. But if I want to fight the blemishes, I have this Elf Skin Blemish Breakthrough Blemish Fighting Spot Gel with 1% salicylic acid. I don't know if you're gonna be able to read it, but this is how it looks like. I have one pimple here that's like not broken in yet, so I might use it. It has one of those roll-on applicators, and then I think everything else is in the process of healing, so we don't have to use it. And then the sunscreen. So I'm currently using this Garnier BHA Niacinamide Daily UV Invisible Matte 50 plus UVA and UVB. sunscreen. I've had also, I think they have brightening one as well. I think they have a brightening one as well, and I've had that. So, and I do really like these Garnier sunscreens. I think they make a really good sunscreens. They also have a really nice fluid one. It's kind of like a white, kind of more like a rectangle package, and that one is incredible as well. I do love to buy that one. So this one I always do like a line on my fingers, so like one line for each cheek, and then I do another line for like the forehead and the chin, and sometimes I add more because obviously this is very thin formula. So yeah, I just kind of work it everywhere underneath the eyes, on my eyelids. Obviously I'm gonna do the last step, and then like even if I'm not going outside, I just always use sunscreen because I'm sitting right in front of a mirror. Oh, sorry, not mirror, window. Like there's a huge 3-piece window right in front of me. I have my table here, so I just want to make sure that I'm protected because I don't know if it's UVA or UVB that gets through the windows. And also, especially now that I've put the self tanner on, your skin is a little bit more sensitive with it, so I just want to make sure that nothing's gonna happen because obviously I don't want to break out more. And for me, the less I use sunscreen, the more I break out. For me, it really helps. I think my skin is just sensitive to sun. So for me, if I don't reapply sunscreen enough when I'm outside, and if I don't use it, my skin gets worse, and especially the redness, like it takes forever to heal. Whereas if I use sunscreen, it's way faster. That's what I've noticed. Like if I had periods of time where I wouldn't use sunscreen that much, my acne scars would stay on forever and they wouldn't want to go. They wouldn't want to let go. So yeah, for me, this works. Obviously, like I know some people have different experience, and I think it's also about finding the right sunscreens. For me, what really works are fluid sunscreens. I'm not really good at using like really thick moisturizing sunscreens because my skin just isn't built for it. I do get really oily, especially on my forehead, on my nose, on my chin, like the T-zone, obviously. I have a little bit drier cheeks, but not like dry, but they're compared to the T-zone, they're significantly drier. But for me, I really need like a light milk or fluid sunscreens. Nothing else really works. Obviously, like gel sunscreens. Everything that's thicker than that just doesn't work for me, and it will just slide off. Even in the winter, like I still use pretty lightweight sunscreens. I might not use like fluids, but I'm gonna use like a really soft milk textures. It's never gonna be like a proper full-on thick cream because that just doesn't work for me, and my skin just doesn't enjoy that at all. But yeah, that's kind of the whole skincare part. The sunscreen is almost dried down. It has this beautiful satin finish, so it's not like matte, even though it says matte, but it isn't matte, like it's not like, you know, flat. It just has a very skin-like, just like very, it leaves like a, yeah, like a satin finish. Like it's vibrant, it's bright, but it's not sticky, it's not oily. It's literally like it feels just like your skin. It has very like soft, blushy feel, and it feels very moisturized, at least for me. So I love that, and I love the fact that it has the niacinamide. My skin loves niacinamide, and the BHA is really good, especially now that I'm breaking out like crazy. And it's not like skincare fault. I've had my hormones like all over the place for the past couple of months, so it's definitely hormonal. Yeah, so I think that's everything. Oh, and my lips, I always use Vaseline. I know it's like really simple, but I've had this tube for I've had this tube for a while. So I use it in the morning, and then at night. And sometimes if I really feel like I need something on my lips, especially if I've worn like matte liquid lipstick, I would use it throughout the day as well. But usually yeah, usually I just need like once in the morning and once at night. And I love the fact that it's not oily. I love the fact that it's not thick, and your lips just feel super nice and hydrated. So that's my lip care. Should I mention something else? I always take my like vitamins. This is primrose, I think that's how you call it in English. That's for like better hormonal cycle or something. And what I really love to use in the morning is obviously deodorant, and I really love these like ball ones, the crystal ball, or no, this is plastic, but you know what I mean, because they're cold, and I love everything cold in the morning. And this is just like Nivea. I also love from, it's not Garnier, Dove maybe, I'm not sure. There's one more brand that I really like and I can't remember, but it looks exactly the same. And this one is the Fresh Comfort 0% aluminium. Really nice one. I also love the Wild deodorants, the like creamy ones in the packaging. But I have that at the dorm, and those ones are really nice as well. I'm surprised it doesn't stain my clothes, but it's not cold. And I really like cold jelly or like very watery deodorants. So yeah, that's everything for this portion. And now let me show you the evening portion, which I don't know if I'm gonna film today or tomorrow, but hi guys, I've actually completely forgotten to film this last part, so we're gonna be filming it today. And yeah, I'm really sorry that it completely slipped my mind. It's actually been like 2.5 weeks. Yeah, I completely forgot that I needed to finish this video. So yeah, I'm very sorry. Okay, so first I'm gonna take my earrings off, and I'm gonna put my hair up because I just cannot function with these things on. And yes, I changed my hair as well in the meantime. But let me actually clip them back. And I think I'm gonna need a little bit of more support. So, and I'm gonna look completely insane, but that doesn't matter. So for me, I always double cleanse because that's just how I do it. I'm almost done with this Beauty of Joshua Ginseng cleansing oil. I love this one because it's not too watery, so it doesn't like drip everywhere, and it doesn't get into my eyes. That's something that I've noticed with a very light oils, is that they're really easy to get into my eyes, but if they're too thick, then it's kind of hard to actually get the oil in between my lashes and not rip them off. So this is a wonderful formula. Like you can see that it moves a lot, but it's not like super thin watery oil. It has a pump. I usually do 2 pumps for my entire face and everything, and normally I do this once I'm out of shower, but obviously like I'm not gonna be here naked. And then I do second cleanse, which is usually something that's, I prefer milks, but currently I don't have a milky cleanser. But definitely it has to be something that is for like combination skin type and preferably acne prone skin. Obviously I have makeup on today. I have a little patch over here because I have 2 pimples right next to each other on the same, like in the same pore, I think. So it's pretty annoying. So I will be using the Mixa Anti-Imperfection Comfort Cleanser with salicylic acid and squalane. This one's actually really nice. I think I'm somewhere like here currently, so like this is all done. I only have a little bit of it left, but I still have like month, maybe 2 months actually, with this one. This one is hypoallergenic and soap free, and I don't know if they're vegan. I'm not completely sure. I will try to figure that out. But I do like that this one is like, even though it's gel cleanser, it's not too foamy because I hate foaming cleanser, and it's not stripping my skin. But I will definitely buy a milky cleanser for the winter because my skin definitely prefers milky cleansers all year round, but especially for winter. And I'm using these washable rounds. Mine are like really old, so maybe you can see that they're kind of like falling apart, but they're still super soft. And what I would do is I'm gonna massage this into my skin and get everything like moving. Then I'm gonna go, and you're not gonna see that part, but I'm gonna go to my sink and I'm gonna pour lukewarm water on this, and I'm just gonna softly take everything off. But I'm not gonna show you that process because it will be very messy over here, and I usually need to reapply the water and like clean it in between each side of my face. So I usually have to like soak this at least 2 times for like getting all the oil and the makeup off of my face. So that would be really complicated to do in here, but yeah, I'm just gonna use 2 pumps, and I'm gonna first like massage them all over my hand so that it's like very oily, and then I'm just gonna go over my entire face. By the way, this look was made for my like duping the Cryptane Sunset Symphony. I think that's how the palette is called, and I hope it's already on my channel, so I will link it down below if you're interested in this look. I think it's so pretty. Like, I don't want to take it off, but obviously I'm not gonna sleep with makeup. Even if I'm like getting super late at home, I cannot sleep with makeup, even if it was just mascara, even if it was just like brow glue on my face. Like, I cannot sleep with makeup on. Like, I cannot, even if I had no makeup on, just the fact that I was existing the whole day, I need to take the like everything off, because I'm not like super oily, but I definitely have some oils on my face at the end of the day. So yeah, I cannot be that person that just goes to sleep. I would have to like literally wash my entire sheets in the morning because I cannot deal with that. I'm not like germaphobe or anything, but I definitely like that is something that would bother me a lot. The same like if I don't shower and I know I've been doing something a whole day. Like if I'm just literally sitting at my sofa and reading books all day, I'm okay with not showering that day. But I need to take care of my skin. The lipstick always looks really fun. And I always like to kind of go in between the lashes, on top of them, and just kind of circular motions from both sides, like clockwise and anti-clockwise, to make sure that everything is, and I know it looks crazy right now, but to make sure that the oil gets everywhere and that everything is like going off. And I also have to like really massage my brows because my brows are pretty thick, so there is a lot of product in between them. But I really enjoy this oil because it's super nice on the skin. I'm gonna also, once I get the oil off with a little round, I'm gonna take off the pimple patch so that when I apply the cleanser, it gets the pimple gets also washed, because obviously it's been covered with the pimple patch for the whole day. So I want to let it like clean, because usually there's like adhesive obviously, so you want to clean that off. You don't want to immediately exchange it for another patch. And I usually do my skincare, and then if I want to reapply the patch, I wait for a couple, like I still have maybe like 4 hours before I'm gonna go to sleep. So if I'm gonna put a patch on, it's gonna be in like 4 hours just before I'm going to bed, because I want to keep the pimple breathing for a little bit. And also like I want to make sure that the serums and other skincare products that I'm gonna put on will actually get into the pimple as well. So let me wash this off. Okay, so this is how my skin looks like without makeup and without the pimple patch, not without the pimple, that one is still there. So now we're gonna do the Mixa cleanser. I just put like a little bit, maybe that's a little bit too much. It's always, I have to look in a mirror to see what it's filming so that I can really see what I'm doing. I'm just gonna massage it into my hands, and first I kind of, again, like massage it into the skin, and then I use water, lather it up a bit. Not too much because I really hate foam, and then I'm gonna like wash it all away. And sometimes I would like just barely with my face, with my hands, slightly lather it up and then keep it like that for maybe like 2 minutes, because obviously this is salicylic acid, so to like make it so to like let the salicylic acid actually do its job. But today we're actually gonna do exfoliating routine because I haven't done exfoliating routine in like, well, I just got back from my vacation 4 days ago. So yeah, it's been like 12 days, maybe 2 weeks since I've done this the last time. So let me kind of wash this off and I'll be right back for the toners and serums. Okay, so I'm washed. I always use this like small white towel and I just kind of pat the water away from my face, but I'm not actually like dragging it. And this towel is just for my face and I use it for like 3-4 days, and then I put it with my clothes for like washing. Now I'm gonna use work order. Now I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Revitalife 5% pure glycolic acid peeling toner with 5% glycolic acid and watermelon extract. They say that you can use it daily and it's suitable for sensitive skin. I would never use these things daily. I don't know if that's really necessary. Just use it maybe like once or twice a week. So I put a couple drops on my palm, spread it, and then go over. And I don't put it everywhere, just like forehead. And obviously this area, my nose and my chin. But like I don't put it like on my cheeks or underneath my eyes or something. Like there's really no reason to do that. At least in my opinion, but I don't know, like think that that's necessary. And to make sure that my skin will like not freak out that it's being exfoliated, I also will use another toner. This one is like a regular toner that I use. It's the Haro Haro Wonder Black Rice Probiotics Barrier Essence. I love this one. I don't know if I didn't mention that I'm gonna use the ginseng, or is it Muckworth? No, I think it's the ginseng toner from Beauty Shell in the previous video. But I actually used it up a couple days ago. So if I mentioned that, I'm sorry. I've used it up. It was wonderful. It was my second time using this one up, and it's been great. I really do love that toner. But this one is also nice, and I feel like especially for the night when you really want your skin to like, I guess, regenerate. This one is super, super, super nice. And I think this one is vegan, right? Yeah, PETA approved vegan, global animal testing policy. 6 months shelf life. You're supposed to shake it. I always forget that. But yeah, that one. Then we have the glutathione niacinamide ampule serum from AP Lab. I think that's how they're called. It's this one. And you're getting 40 milliliters or 1.35 fluid ounces. And I think this is also Korean, right? Yeah, so this is Korean, this is Korean, this is Korean. I mostly use Korean products, to be honest. Like that's just kind of, I want to get more into Japanese skincare as well, because I want to try it like Hada Labo's sunscreen. I don't want to get the SPF 50 because I only have the SPF 30. But it's gonna be winter soon, so I probably will not need it. And I always use it on my neck as well. Now for moisturizer, so I'm gonna use the Haro Haro Wonder Black Rice Tan Hyaluronic Cream. This one. It's really nice, but I just wish I could, like, it would stand. I don't know if I already haven't used it in the morning routine. Sometimes I do use it in the morning. A lot of the times I use it at night nowadays because I finished my other moisturizer that I was using for the night, and I don't really want to be like using too many different stuff on my face. I haven't really introduced anything new for a while, but also when I was traveling, I had like many sizes of different products that I've already used in the past, but obviously like my skin was used to something else, and then for a week I would just use like my miniature. So I'm trying to like not really change it too much now so that I don't break out more, because I really don't want to break out. I'm gonna use the Dr. Jart Cicapair Sleeper Intensive Soothing Repair Mask. This one, it's like a little jelly. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. It's so cooling and beautiful, and I will use it on the redder parts of my face. I think I'm gonna put it on the little guy here, then obviously my chin, this area, and this area over here. I think that's what my skin needs. If I was redder, if there was more like irritation on my face, I would use, let me actually get that. I would use this moisturizer, which is from the same line. I actually have this, and then one more like correcting mask for the daily, which are all from like one set that I bought. This is the Intensive Soothing Repair Cream. This is how it looks like. And this one I use on the days where either I feel like I'm really dry, because this one is a little bit thicker and more moisturizing than the Haru Haru. And also on the days that I'm obviously a lot more irritated. And this one is also Korean, right? Yeah, so mostly Korean skincare. And I just have this L'Oreal because I've had this for a very long time. Then I used it up, and then I actually, right when I used it up, I was given this by my mom for like Christmas. So now I have a full bottle that I have to use, and I do like this one. It's really nice, but it takes me forever to use since it's 180 milliliters, and as I said, I only use it like maybe twice a week. Sometimes I also use this on my scalp before washing my hair if I feel like I have like flakes, or you know, like if I have scalp issues, I do put this on. I use a dropper. Like if I have a serum that I've used up, I will wash it out and use the dropper to apply this in my roots, massage it into the scalp, leave it for like 10 minutes, and then do my regular hair care, like washing, conditioning, all that stuff. It does help a lot. Also, sometimes I use it, I heard that it also works in your armpits if you like sweat too much, or like if it's very noticeable, if you have a stronger scent when you sweat. Apparently this can also help. I haven't tried that, to be honest, but sometimes I use it on my feet if I want to do like a foot bath. I would fill a bucket with like a water, or like, you know, something with water, and then add a bit of this, and it helps to kind of exfoliate if you want to exfoliate your feet or do like pedicure or something. It also does work for that as well. And maybe it helps with like sweaty feet, I'm not sure, but if it works in your underarms, I assume it is gonna work on your feet as well. But that is my face. The sun is kind of setting, but let me kind of show you how we look like. Yeah. Oh, I forgot lips. I don't use eye cream a lot of the time. Sometimes when I have eye cream, I will use it, but a lot of the times I'm too lazy to actually go and buy eye cream. So it's just like if I buy it in a set or something, or if I get it from someone, which sometimes I do get eye creams for like Christmas and stuff. But what I really need to do at the end is put Vaseline, wrong side, Vaseline on my lips. It's what they like the most. And it's pretty much the only like lip balm that I ever use. It's also the fact that I bought this bottle 3 years ago, maybe, and I still have it, like, I don't know if you can still see it, but there's this much still left. So I've heard that they make smaller bottles of this, or smaller like tubes, and I need to get that because it's a bit too big and it takes forever to use. I know that it's probably gonna be like more expensive to buy the smaller packaging, but I literally, like, it still lasted me 3 years, and it's probably gonna last me another like year, so I don't care. And I always travel with this and everything, so I don't want to have this huge bottle of Vaseline. I feel silly. But yeah, let me know what you thought about this video, if you've tried any of these products, or if you have recommendations on what you would want me to try, and if you would want me to film these skincare videos more often. I do love skincare. I'm a skincare nerd, but I don't know if that's something that you would be interested in, but I can definitely do these routines more often. I think I'm gonna title this my summer routine because I would like to show you my winter routine as well. But if you want to see more, if you want me to like regularly update you whenever I kind of change my products up a bit, or when I'm reviewing new products, let me know down below. And definitely at the end of the year, I'm gonna walk you through all my empties, because I do have quite a lot of empties from this year from skincare. I always mention the latest empties in my monthly empty video, but I'm gonna do like a full year-round conclusion. And usually I also rank these products like my favorite moisturizers, favorite serums, and stuff like that. So I will definitely film that end of this year or beginning of next year. And I've done that this year as well. So if you want to check my previous year's skincare empties and how I've ranked that, I will put it in the card, and I will leave it hopefully in the description as well, so that you can check it out and maybe get inspired, because it's kind of like a speed review of everything. But that's it for today. Hope you've had a wonderful day, and I'll be super happy to see you tomorrow with another video. Bye!